Hey guys, John here with RealTruck.com. Today I want to show you how to install the GatorBack Mud Flaps on this 2015 GMC Sierra Denali 2500. Okay guys, you can see here we've got our mud flaps out of the box. We have both the front and the rear sets, and these come with everything you need to get them on the truck, all your hardware to put them on, and they also have this really nice Denali logo on the bottom. These are available with a lot of different logos that you can get for these, so go onto the website, check, see if they have what you're looking for. So let's get these on the truck. So guys, what we're going to do then is we're going to go ahead and take these screws out of this factory mud flap and get this off the truck. Now it's a little bit easier if you just turn the wheel. You don't have to take the tire off to do this. So just crank the wheel so we can get in here to get these off. And then once you have all those screws out, just grab a hold of this and just give it a little pull and off it comes. So we're going to set this to the side, clean this up a little bit here, and get our new GatorBack mud flap ready to go on. All right, so what we're going to do then is we're going to take our flap and we're going to set it in here and get it lined up where we're going to want it. And you want to leave about a ½ inch of the flap sticking over from the fender well at the top. It's going to be right about there, which looks pretty good because right there's our old screw hole there. So, and then what we're going to do then, once we have this in place, we're going to take a self-tapping screw that comes with our new flaps, and we're going to attach this with that. Well, this can be a little tricky, guys. You can do this yourself, but if you can get somebody to give you a hand with it, that would be ideal. We're going to stick this right here and drill it in there. So what we're going to do then is we're just going to put our flap up here, and we're going to kind of eyeball it level on the bottom. And once we do that, then we're going to take our tape measure and we're going to measure here. Got 7 there. 7 there. So once we have that, then we're just going to take a marking pencil and we're just going to mark in here along the edge here. So that way we've got somewhere to line this up so we know where it goes, so we can just let it loose until we're ready to actually start putting our screws in, and then we can just move it back over here and line up our mark, and boom, we'll have it in place. All right, so we're ready to go here, guys. We'll line our mark back up that we made on the back side back here, and then we're going to go ahead and attach our screw, and I'm going to put this one right here in this corner. There's 4 screws available that we have to put in here, so we're going to put another one in here in the middle and another one over here on the end as well. We've got this one on this side, as you guys can see. It wasn't really hard to do. So we're going to jump over and do the one on the other side, and then we're going to show you guys how to do the ones on for the rear. But when you go to do the one on the other side, remember you had 7 inches from the floor to the bottom of your mud flap, and you're going to want to make sure you do that on the other side. So we've got our front ones on, guys. We're ready to install our back ones. What I did here is I just went ahead, because we have this truck in here on our vehicle lift, and just raised it, the chassis up enough to let the tire drop down to get to this bottom bolt. If you don't have the ability to do that, you can take this back tire off to get in here to do it. So let's get this one off, and then I'll show you guys how to put the back one on. All right, as you guys can see, the back one peels off just like the front one did. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing, get this cleaned up, and get ready to install our rear one on here. So then we're going to do the same thing with the rears that we did with the fronts, guys. We're going to hold them up here and make sure that we have about a ½ inch sticking out over here, up here at the top, once we get this in place, and kind of get an idea of where it's going to go. And then we're going to take our self-tapping bolt, put a little pressure on it. And there we go. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing we did in the front, guys. Although the measurement's going to be a little bit different because we've got the truck up in the air now, so we could get to that bottom one. And we're going to line this up and get this thing where it looks like it's just about level. And we're going to take our tape measure, and then we'll measure the back side, make sure it's the same. Need to scoot it in just a little bit. And double check the front. Looks good right there. So then we'll do the same thing we did in the front. We'll take our marking pencil. We're going to mark this in here, just like we did on the front one. So I'm going to line this back up here. And then I'm going to go ahead and install one of these screws. We're going to put this one right in here. Just like so. Make sure we're all lined up still. Everything looks good. All right, and then we're going to take this last one and we're going to put it in. Now this last one's going to be a little kind of tricky to line up, guys, because you don't have anything sticking out the back side over here, so you're going to have to kind of use your judgment here as to where this is going to be at. And it looks like it's going to be right about there. So let's go ahead and put this one in. Okay guys, we got the one on the other side. Everything's all done. You guys can take a look at how awesome these look on a truck. And really that's how quick, easy and simple it is to install these GatorBack mud flaps onto your truck. So remember guys, until next time, happy motoring. I love my new GatorBack mud flaps.